Okay, we're gonna try doing the comments on the device just so that I can have like something in the background rather than just silence, like some lo-fi stuff or whatever, just to kind of fill the void while I do this. Let's see. Sure, that'll work. No, 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 no. That's weird.
What is up, y'all? It's your
Go away. That might work. Just to have something in the background.
because they're a good time.
If we don't get ads galore. Which we probably are going to get. But, because yeah, YouTube has gotten very, very ad heavy as of late. Oh yeah, that definitely helps. So hello everyone. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic morning with your families or with a pet, with a loved one, special someone. You know, I'm going to see if the comments actually show up on my tablet. They should, but sometimes they don't. But anyways, we're gonna continue off where we left off last night because I think we got some really good progress done last night. So I feel what we're gonna do next. I need to collapse all these so that this is a lot more easier to just have organized rather than just straight chaos. Yep, and yep. Oh, we're gonna try some music in the background just so that I don't lose my damn mind. One, two, three, four. This would be five. So, hopefully, I actually see comments, but there's no guarantee. So, we're just gonna start with a frame. Or what I could do is go back to this one and go something like the. Let's put that on a different track. Like, whoa, what kind of monster is that? Something like that. Like, let's see. Like, do some funny anime stuff. Like a mini Brina or something like that. Which we're not going to put much effort into that. We're just going to kind of make a little head with a funny expression. Simple enough. But yep, hopefully everybody is having a great morning or night, because some people do live in those parts of the world. And I apologize if I don't see your comment. YouTube, for some reason, does not like to show me comments on my tablet. I don't know why. Okay, so what we need to do, new folder, rename it uh mini Brina. I did put on some music in the background so that it's just not blank space. Let's name that. Is this anything? Okay, let's just focus on this. We're just gonna name that heat. Okay, so we're just gonna draw a little mini head. So maybe go like some whoa eyes. Did I make a new layer? Yes, I did. No. Is that Brina's eye shape? Pretty close. That's more the correct shape. So join in with me as I continue last night's work from where we left off. Whoa. I tell you one thing, it's a lot more relaxing than just you know, just silence. Bring those down just a little bit more. Now her pupils. We're not going to be worrying about being too perfect here. Yeah, like people like that. Whoa. Let's give her some outer pupil, or whatever these things are called, iris. The iris. Something like that. And like I've said, this is not going to be like a, a full, like, fledged drawing that's like perfect. No, these are going to be basically simple drawings because this is basically a storyboard. So I'm not too worried about keeping them organized because this is very small. Yep, that gets the point across. Okay, we've got some eyes. Let's do her nose next. No, not that. Smaller. Something more about that size, yep. Whoa. Oh, put that on a different thingamajiggy. So that's the nose. Let's name that nose. Not NOS 3. Okay. Whoa, Leia, what the hell is that thing? Give her some teeth, I guess. Or do we do the, like, that kind of thing? Where they just don't have teeth. I think we just go this, because this is kind of supposed to be emoji style, I guess you could say. Let's go back to eyes for just a second. It looks off. Okay, let's... Am I on eyes? Yes. Make a way smaller. What about if I do something like that? Sorry, I'm not used to doing chibi style very much, so... That does look better. That looks much better. Okay. That's our mouth. Forehead line. Let's also get a center point, just so that when we add the hair, it's much easier to work with. Okay. Brina is like one of these things. Then like triangles, basically, I believe. I'm not trying to be perfect anyways, so. I don't believe she has a little... She does, okay. Like, we're not going the full 9 yards here. We're just putting a general idea. Okay, let's get rid of that midpoint. There's the head. Okay, just get rid of that. Yeah, something as simple as that. Basically to get the idea of, you know, whoa, what is that? To actually erase the headline so that I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that gets spun across. Okay, I believe that's the seat. So let's get the seat out of the way. That's under this? Yes. For fuck's sake, why do I always do that? Okay. Alright, that's something, I guess. Alright, now I just need to add the text. I'm gonna try to make some room. Whoa, what kind of monster is she? I guess I could put Layla on the opposite side, like devil on the shoulder kind of thing going on. Like, this comic is definitely going to have some humor to it. It's not going to be, like, just straight up serious. What's the fun in that? Alright, let's make him... Yeah, let's make a mini Layla. Why the hell not? Mini... Layla. This whole thing will be revised anyways. Like, I'm 100% aiming for Christmas as the... or around Christmas as the release date. But there are no guarantees. Try that again. Okay, let's not give her a chin the size of Texas. Something like that, yeah. Yep, that'll work. We're just trying to get a standard idea. Okay. So there's our Layla head. Come on. Let's do her eyes first. Turn her eyes just a little bit. Copy, paste. Okay, that's not too bad. A little big, but again, we really don't need to be perfect here. Okay, there's our eyes. Do the pupils next. Something like that. Copy, paste. Is that better? Excuse me. And again, I apologize if anybody is there and I am not seeing your comment. That's YouTube's fault. Because the comments should be showing up on my thing, but sometimes they just refuse. And I don't know why, but they do. I've got the comments on and everything, so I don't understand why. Okay, she's got the floopy, no, light. Let's get those more accurate. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Let's combine those now. Okay, now our nose. Which is kind of a side angle. I guess we just put our nose like that. Okay, little button nose. I almost did it again. Okay, now our mouth. Whoa. Smile or no smile? That's fine, yeah. Just be a little careful. There we go. Okay, I need to go back to eyes for just a second. Add these. Okay. Let's get her. Is this her mouth? Yes. Okay, let's add her ear, because Layla does have some longer ears. There we go. Alright. Next. Let's add that midpoint and the forehead line. Okay. Layla. It's just a bunch of triangles, I believe. Yeah, it's like one. Let's try that again. It only goes down to about right there between her eyes. 2, 2, then another one on this side. And then there's the floopy one that comes down like that. Okay, then Layla has the... She has the short strand that comes down kind of to right there. And then she has like just much strands that come down like right here. Right off the back of her head. Opposite side. Again, guys, we're not trying to be perfect here. Okay, now I just need to add the curve thing to the middle. Something along those lines. Okay, get rid of this. What do you mean? Oh. Okay, go back to the head. Get rid of the headlines. Okay, that looks a little bit like Layla. I'd say. Okay, now her ear. Go back to the hair. Probably a mix of both. Okay, now I think I have to add is her antlers. Boy, we gotta really go small scale, don't we? Not used to chibi. Okay, they're a little big, but again, doesn't really have to be perfect. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, go back to the bus seat. If I can find it. There it is. Get rid of these. Whoops. Okay, now give it Layla some text. Usually don't see them on this bus. Let me kind of turn that radar just a little bit. So she must be new. You. Let's go back to Brina for just a second. Scene 1, like her. Whoa, what kind of monster is she? I've never seen one like her. That's a siren. You usually don't see them on the bus, so she must be new like you. That's cute. That's cute. I saw something right there. Okay, that'd be on Aquina. That would be her clothing. That's the hair. That's the headphone things that she's got on. Ears. Whoa. That's clothing. There we go. No, it's not. Oh, I'm on hair, that's why. There we go. There we go. All right. And I'm sure when I revise that, I'm going to make it so that these are like little bubbles. Like I could technically do that, but yeah, this would basically be the main one be like 84, 85, 86 would be Layla and Brina. Like these two are just going to be in their own little bubbles. So I'm actually going to go something like this. Let's see, I need to go to the minis. So to mini Layla. So 84, she would be 85. No, 84, 85. No, she wouldn't. My bad. She'd be 86. Where did Brenda go? There she is. And she would be 85. Let's get that a little bit more clean. There we go. What the fuck? How did this happen? Is this what I think it is? What? Oh, God. Okay, it's on panel 4. And it's on Aquina. Oh, God, which one? Hang on, guys. We gotta situate this. I don't know how that happened, but... right there. Go out of the way. Please and thank you. Okay, we've already made some pretty good progress. Okay, now we go to panel 5 for sure. Okay, so these are the interactions. Whoa, what kind of monster is she? I've never seen one like her. That's a siren. You usually don't see them on this bus, so she must be new like you. What comes next? That's always the hard part. Oh, for fuck's sake. Actually, let me go to the actual script and see what happens. Let's see. There we are. Some monster touches down. So I think I'm gonna have one more scene where Layla and Brina are just kind of talking. So maybe a wide angle one? With them kind of like just talking back and forth to one another. So it just goes something like that. It goes something like that. And then have them just conversing back and forth. Okay, so let's name this frame. Okay, so this would be the bus seat. I'd say it'd be about right here. Oh my God. Okay. So that's the bus seat pretty much. Then we have Layla like on like this side. We have Brina on this side, and they're just kind of like chatting back and forth. So let me think of how I actually want this to look. Like they're trying to be very like just trying to be very hush hush because they don't want to offend her. Like they're kind of being jerks talking behind her back. But it's kind of the development stage of this entire thing, because this is supposed to be a character that gets development. Okay, let's go down with this a little bit more. Alright, let's just try it. So I want to do Brina first. Excuse me. Alright. So I'm going to need a side angle head. Pretty much. Okay, got that. Let's double check Yes, I do. So, let's just start drawing a head, shall we? That actually can work. Okay, let's put the guide in there. That's pretty close. Okay, I need to move these. Not the entire thing, no. There we go. Just a little bit more. Okay. So that's the outside, yep. Now we just give her a bit of a nose. Let's do cliffhangery. Let's try that again. No. That might work. It looks okay. For now. Okay, so we got a head. Let's give her a neck. Okay, it's too long. Let's try that again. Yeah, more like that. Okay, that works as a head. Let's erase the main part of the head. The outside area. I just wanted to separate those so that it's a lot more easier to work with this. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the guide off just to erase that layer. Let's get this a little bit more connected. Hopefully this helps. Yeah, I'd say that's ahead. Chin looks a little, maybe just a tiny bit too long, but the majority is going to get cut out, so we're not too worried about getting it absolutely perfect. Right, so let's combine those, name this head. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Trying to think of how this angle works. Like, we could have them just kind of positioned off the sea, but not necessarily the most comfortable position. Well, then in that case, the seat would need to basically be down more because you wouldn't be able to. The head definitely needs to be smaller. No doubt about that. I guess we could just go with something like that, just see what happens. Yeah, let's just go with that. And before I do anything, we are going to make a copy paste of this because we need a second head regardless. So copy that. Okay, I keep hitting my goddamn phone. And paste. Yeah, like that. But we are going to name that second head on a different track, under a different folder. And when we get there, we get there. Okay, then just close the Layla folder, turn it off for now. And work on Brina first. Luckily, there's not too much work to be had here. As is. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make her eye. So her eye is just kind of like a curve. And like a long... Nope, that's more of the cute eye look. So we're just going to do it kind of like this. Did that work? It's a little sharp around the top edge, but we can fix that. Okay. Yep, right there. Okay, that's an eyeball, but it's too big. So let's bring that down just a little bit. Put it in the right spot. Okay, I feel like that's okay. Bring that down just a little bit more. Okay, so she'd be looking directly at Layla. So it's basically one of these angles. Maybe if my pen will behave. Hopefully the music is helping at least to just kind of fill the background, because it does help me. Helps to keep my mind calm, considering the amount of work that goes into this. Yeah, that's fine. For a rough, very fine. Right. Let's give her some eyelashes. Try that again. Yep, she's just 3 lashes. Bigger than that. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not perfect, but doesn't notable perfect. Yep, something along those lines is fine. Alright. We have an eyeball. Then her eyeball, or excuse me, eyebrow, almost said eyelash, needs to kind of be like, whoa. That should be fine. Okay. There's her eye. Next, her mouth. Probably just something as simple as that. Think it's a little too big. More like right there would be more accurate. Let's just try this length for now. Just for now to get to a spot. Okay. Mouth. Holy crap, 110 layers, guys. I know some look at that as pathetic, like some have over like 200 layers in their projects. And eventually it might get to that point. I mean, that works, but I think the tongue shows just a little too much. I think her teeth are off. Something like that. Okay, now what do we need? We need an ear. So there's our mouth. Next we need the ear. So human ear. No. God, I suck at these things. You think a human ear would be easy, right? Hell no. I mean, it works, but it's not big enough. There we go. That's more of a human ear kind of build. And you have the inner ring, which just kind of disappears. I might just go with something like that. The other way it looks weird. Right. Her ears will change over time, but not right at this moment. Okay, now we need a forehead line. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this is the character that I really don't know her details very well. Because I've drawn her the least. So, let me find a good image of her at the side angle. There we go. Okay, her curved thing comes over the top of the nose, two triangles, and kind of one that just kind of hides behind the ear. Okay. So one triangle that's small, it goes over the eye. Too big. There we go. So we have that one, and then we have the big one that goes back here. Then from atop the head, the thing comes down and over her face. Let's focus on the side first. Excuse me. No. Okay, that's not too bad for a concept. Okay. The front part would be something kind of like that. No. Okay, we'll just work on that in time. Alright. Next set of hair. So we have one small strand. That goes no further down than past the chin. Then these strands just kind of go nuts. But Brina is short-haired, so we don't want to make her hair too crazy. One, two, so on the second strand, her ear kind of pokes out. How the fuck did I manage to do that? Apparently I can't make sharp points today. freehanded. All right. Keep going. Stop. One of the big keys to hair, consistency, if you want it to look right. Another thing to keep in mind is the physics, of course, because you don't want hair to look like it's, off-putting from the body or something like that. Like if there's like a shoulder, you need to make it look like it's going over the shoulder. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. All right. Very important you get that down, because unless you do that, then the hair's definitely not going to look right. It's going to look kind of like it's just not right. Simply put. Okay, now we're wandering outside the frame, so we don't need to go very much further. Wandering outside the frame. Sorry. Let's see. Guess I could put that little strand on the opposite side. Because why not? Okay. Now, in my opinion, the trickiest part. Can I please undo? Thank you. Okay. Then the back part. I guess it all depends on the person who's like drawing, like the artist and all that. Because, yeah, this part always seems to be very tricky for me. Alright. Let's start erasing. Actually, let's turn the forehead line off first. Then we can get a really good picture of what we're actually doing. Let's get the one outside the frame first. So far, not looking too bad. Okay. Think I see something. Whoops. Something like that. Okay, I think I can see what I need to fix, and that's this front part. This doesn't look like it's sitting right. It looks like she's got like wet hair. So just needs to be a little bit more bulgy. Let's try this again. Okay, I'm not too entirely sure how I got that to look so accurate the first time, but guess what we're gonna have to do is get rid of this. Okay, and I'll go back here. Can I get an eraser, please? Thank you. That might work. Just for something. Looking for the head right there. Hopefully this don't look too off. Which it shouldn't. It should be pretty accurate. Oh yeah, that's not that bad at all. Okay, let's second strand back. Erase the ear portion that we don't want, which is this part. We also want to, let's see, I guess we could do that. Why the hell not? Just erase that from in front. As long as it doesn't look too off. Well, that's not bad at all. That actually doesn't look too shabby. Okay. Okay. can be a little logical. Okay. Let's actually get the curvature of this correct. Because that's not how hair works. Something like that. Only issues is okay. I think I know what I need to do. I need to kind of curve this up. Yeah, kind of like that. But it looks like it's resting on her nose. Really? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, let's get rid of the hair. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too shabby at all. That's gotta be this. No. Frame. Okay, what the hell? Oh wait, I think I know what it is. It's got part of the neck maybe? Yep. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's fix that chin a little bit. Okay. Now let's erase the background. Whoa. Okay. I think Brina's done. For the most part. So yay. It's just because her neck looks kind of like... Not right, but... Yeah, I think she's okay. Alright. Let's move on to Lela. Let's move on to Lela, shall we? Alright, same deal. Take a drink real quick. Okay. Excuse me. Let's start with her eye. So Layla's eyes are pretty much the same kind of concept as Brina's, except her eyelashes are different. But they do have the curved front. To anybody who's joined, hello. Hopefully you're having a great morning. I apologize if you are commenting and I don't see it. I don't know why, but for some reason, YouTube doesn't like my tablet. And I need to have the music on my phone so I can't check the chat. I am so sorry. I also don't have a third electronic device that I can really use right now. So yeah, if you want to blame anybody, blame YouTube. Jesus, looks like they're gonna kiss. Alright. But yep, hopefully everyone's having a great morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. And I hope you enjoy the show. Alright. Try that just a little bit better. Alright, let's give her some eyelashes. Too much. I'm hoping 1 page a day for this is a pretty good time. Pretty good schedule, because I mean, if you think about it, 1 page per day, a month has like up to 30 days, pretty damn close to 30 days. That's a lot. So, hopefully that's a good time crunch. I'm aiming to get this out on Christmas, but there's no guarantees. At max, early 2026 for sure. So if not Christmas, definitely early 2026. So you guys are excited, because this will definitely be my first, like, I guess you could say independent project, because it's all my own characters, it's my own universe. I'm not using another third party like, you know, MLP. Oh my god, I just realized something. Maybe just because the hair strand's there, but yeah, whatever. It has to be, it's just a rough concept anyways. Okay, basically the same kind of expression. Yeah, that works. Alright, we got an eye. I think it might be a little too big, but we'll see when we add the mouth and all that stuff. They're basically very similar here. I nailed it on the first try on the opposite side, and then this side I just can't. Too small. That might work. Excuse me. Alright. Yeah, just ones with like headshots in them. Those are easy. These are the easy peasy ones. It's the ones where we have like fully drawn out like things and all that. Oh, damn it. I swear. Forgot to make a second layer. Copy, paste. Not too much of a bad fix though. But yeah, just headshots. That's fine. These don't take that long. Because you're only like drawing so much of the body. So yeah, when I have pages like, or like panels like this, they don't take long. Whoa. They don't take long at all. Okay, let me try and get those teeth a little bit more accurate. Oh my god, where is my stability? And yes, it is on. It's really like deja vu. Pretty much the same exact expression. The only difference is that, well, they have some different features. Like Layla has antlers, different hair. She has pointed ears. So that's the difference. Okay, I believe, speaking of ears, we're probably going to do ears next. Okay, so for Layla, pointed ears. Something like that. Inner curve. And I truly do believe that if someone really wanted to try hard enough, keep in mind, guys, I've never taken an art class in my life. The only art class that I can call an art class that I've taken was ceramics, and that's pottery. So it is a form of art, but it's not like art like what I'm doing now. I've never taken an art class. I have never like picked up an art book in my entire life. All of these skills come from friends, experience, and just drawing something every single day. Like just drawing, practice, experience, just trying different things. That's where these skills came from. That's exactly where all these came from. So I truly do believe that if someone tried hard enough and was willing to do it, they can draw. I don't think there's an excuse whatsoever for someone to not pick up a pencil and try. Because literally, once you pick up on how to do certain things, some people might find it therapeutic. Personally, I find art therapeutic as shit. Like I can sit like in my bed and draw for hours without getting mad or like stressed or anything like that. No, artwork is more therapeutic to me. It's more so a thing that helps me. It's relaxing. It's like in my mind, it's one of the coolest things because it's something that I didn't even think I was even capable of. Then I tried it and I'm like, oh wow, I can actually do this. But yeah, I've never taken an art class in my life. I've never picked up an art book. I've never read an art book. All this is just from experimentation and just trying my best. Okay, Layla's the three things that go back, and then she's the mini strand. Okay, so if you truly want to learn how to draw, try it. I'm serious, try it. Because it really is just mind over matter. It truly is. It's mind over matter and just finding your flow, finding your art style. It's a lot of time as well because it does take a lot of time to draw a picture. Learning how to draw certain things like I'm not going to lie, this the reason why I'm getting so good at it is Inktober. Inktober, that shit helped me majorly. Like it helped me a lot to develop my art skills and become a better artist. Like trying different poses, trying different angles, trying just different. Like Inktober taught me a lot. Like different art skills. It taught me how to do certain things. Ah, shit. It taught me how to just try. Oh shit. Well, I need to do this again, anyways. And it's honestly just a whole bunch of experimentation. Like I found my art style just through drawing, learning how to draw, trying different things. And my favorite art pieces are honestly when I can try different things, when I can do something without, breaking my brain, of course. And doing this right now, this is so cool to me because, well, I'm sharing it with you guys. Like, this is going to be a full fledged project. When? I don't know. But it's going to happen. And instead of hiring artists, which I'll probably still hire some artists, but instead of like relying on other artists to do stuff, I can take the weight off of their shoulders and actually, do it myself. Like I can actually, draw things. And that is the coolest shit in my it is like the coolest thing in my head. I think I've got the chin way too far out. And honestly, art is all about mind over matter, trial and error, like just learning, picking up, picking it up, and trying to just learn different things, like trying to learn the craft. And it does, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of experience. It's not easy. But if you try to just like pick up your like sketchbook or whatever and just draw something. Something. It doesn't have to be something like a masterpiece or something, that like level. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. All it has to be is just something. Something that is basically, something that maybe you're not good at drawing. Like, try something like that. Try something you're not good at drawing. Like, one of the things that's helped me majorly is just trying art challenges, trying to match like things as best as I can get them. things like that are really like the things that can help you really improve as an artist. Like I remember I struggled with hair. I was a huge hair struggler. But then I learned, how to do certain things and how to break just from like triangles. This does look like a bunch of triangles, but I learned how to like highlight hair. I learned how to add certain things like little, like hair strands and all that stuff. And now I'm really taking it to a more professional level by, putting it into a project pretty much. What the fuck do I got going on here? And for some, and one thing I tell everyone, do not be afraid to use references. I asked myself that question too. When I first started, like, do you go muscle memory completely, or do you, or can you, like, or is it not taboo to, use, like, references off of Google? If you want your art to look nice, you're going to use references. If you want your art to look inaccurate, you're going to what's the word? Uh, Muscle memory it. And trust me when I say the latter is not the best option. If you're ever going to get good, you need to break that mindset that, if you don't know how to do it without using, like, if you don't know how to do it with using only your brain, then you can't do it. That's a bunch of baloney. It is a bunch of fucking baloney and was basically made to make artists stress. But this is all just basically trying different things, learning different things, picking up on different things like styles, uh, like techniques, things like that. Whoa, don't erase your nose. And a lot of what I'm doing right now is just a bunch of like character design, because these are all OCs of mine. Okay, I see something that needs to be fixed. This needs to come out more. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But that's something you've got to really just break out of that box and try. Because trust me, when I say that learning, if you can do it, then it is a huge, like, it's a good feeling. Like, once you pick up on how art works, like how, you connect like a circle, a triangle for the chin, whatever for the ear. Like, once you learn these things, you don't want to stop. It becomes an addiction at that point. Yeah, it kind of comes over a little bit. But basically what I'm saying is, if you want to try artwork, try it. Trust me, it's a blast. It's so much fun. And once you learn how to do it, it becomes like an addiction. But a healthy addiction. Not something that's going to kill you or cause you health problems or anything like that. And trust me, there's things you're going to, like, have trouble with. Like, some people are great, like, pick up exactly how to do hands immediately. Then there's others that struggle. And that's completely fine. It's normal. There's things that you're going to be bad at. Like, you're not going to be perfect at everything. Something is going to, you're like going to have a part of the art process where, like, I gotta do this now. You're going to be like that. And for me, that's a lot of things. It's a mixture of like a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of parts of the body that I just absolutely hate. I hate the hands, I hate the arms, I there's a lot of things that I don't like. But hands and like arms are my least favorites. 100%. I hate them. Like if I have to do like a pose where there's like hands involved in like a way that I've never done before, then I really start to like get stressed and nervous. But look up a reference, do your best, and that's the best you can do. And another thing that a lot of people, are are intimidated by. Well, what if my art, like, let's say you get like a what's the word? Not a commission, like a request, and the person asks for like a very specific thing that you don't feel comfortable with. You, but you want to get your name out there. Listen, the person is gonna appreciate the art a lot more than it being like Picasso style. Like, a Picasso piece, a perfect piece. Because there's no such thing as a perfect piece. But that's what I'm saying. Like, artwork, it's not for everybody, but if you truly want to try it, try it. Because trust me, if you end up liking it, it's a great hobby to have. And if you want to take it serious, like I am. Anywho. Alright, now let's give her her horns. Okay, I can get rid of that, I believe. Is that all her hair? Yes. But yeah, this is just something that I grew to love. Like, I love artwork. Love it. It's so much fun. And no, I'm not going to go through art school just to learn how to draw like certain things. Fuck that. I'd rather learn by experience rather than have to learn by sitting in a classroom listening to someone yap about things that probably aren't even relevant to what I'm trying to learn. That's why I never went to college. Because I have heard that I've heard that college is a waste of time, and that the majority of the time, whoa, and that the majority of the time, they don't even teach you what you want. Like, what you went to college for, they don't teach you it. They just teach you everything but that. It's like you have to go through one hoop to get to the next hoop, and then eventually you'll get there, but you have to go like through hours and like thousands of dollars in order to even get close. And to me, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I'd rather just sit in my room on stream drawing the best I can rather than go to a school that is a waste of my absolute time and life. That's more like a horn. Well, it is a horn, but not that kind of horn, like a devil horn. Like, will this series do well? I have no idea. And honestly, that's the risk you take. As a content creator, as someone who makes projects, you never ever know if a project is going to do good or if it is going to do horrible. And I've had my fair share of both. Mainly because, well, there's one specific like thing on my channel that has basically been my carry. I want to go out of that, and I want to start doing my own things. And this is the start. These are my characters. I created these characters. I want these characters to be brought to life in a story that I've had in my mind for quite a while. And yep, that's basically the basis of it. Alright, I believe that's okay. Alright, now we just gotta give them some tuckies. And let me tell you what, learning how to draw a character is probably one of the biggest things that is going to help excel like your art process. Like in in Inktober, I learned how to draw quite a few characters. Let's see if I can remember them off the top of my head. Let's see. The first one, I believe it was Malvika. I've technically drawn her before, so that one doesn't count. Then it was Sparkle from Honkai Star Rail, which matched another character, Hu Tao, but shorter, twin tails and all that stuff. Then was the hardest one, which was Yuno from Wuwa. And that was a hard one because holy detail. Like, that was definitely the. Well, no, the angel was the hardest one. But in terms of difficulty in like learning how to like draw a character, Yuno was definitely the hardest one. Fucking hell. But sometimes you gotta go through hell in order to expand. Like, develop your art skills and get better at what you're supposed to be doing. Alright. I think we're good to go for the texts. Alright, what should they be saying? That's a good question. Alright, that's a siren. You usually don't summon the boss new like you. Let's see. I guess I could go a different direction with her. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe Brina says, her ears are so cool looking. And because she's telepathic, she goes, hey, thanks. Hey, thanks. I think they're pretty cool too. This is always the hardest part with a comic. And again, this is a challenge too. Because comics, I've done maybe once. So, this is a learning process for me. Like, trying to learn how to do, like, a comic, it's hard. Because the thing with comics is they're basically visual storytelling. And considering my entire catalog of works, the majority of it is all narrated and like storytell and like told in story like an audiobook. Yeah, this is definitely not easy. Some scenes are going to be harder to draw than other ones. I'm probably going to need some help with like certain things like vehicles because I can't draw vehicles for shit. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, what should Brina be saying here? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I could see Brina like being all fangirly. something like that. I've never seen one before. See, they're usually they're underwater, so it's rare to see one. Oh, there goes my tinnitus. All right, let's turn. Then, like, say her ears are so cool or something like that. Because she is human, so, well, she was originally just mostly delved in the human world. So she would be kind of naive and kind of silly. So how would Layla respond to that? And then, like, hey, thanks, I think they're cool too, or something like that. Okay. We are on 85, 86. We are on 87. Why am I struggling with heights so bad? '87. I've never seen one before. Usually they're underwater, so it's rare to see one. So it's usually rare. Yeah, I am repeating. I've never seen one before. Usually they're underwater, so it's rare to even catch sight this is definitely gonna have to go down. To even catch sight of one in such a casual manner. Something like that. Never seen one before. Usually they're underwater, so it's rare to even catch sight of one in such a casual manner. Her ears are so cool. I know, right? Like, I could see this. Brina is just that naive, like she doesn't realize that she could possibly be being offensive right now. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy crap, we're at 121 layers. That's nutty. That is nutty, guys. Excuse me. And maybe, okay, panel 6. And maybe have, like, the same exact thing at the bottom, exit the expressions change, because she's going to be like, thanks, I think they're cool too, or something like that. But their like expressions completely change to something more like, oh fuck, she heard us, like something like that, you know? Like something silly, kind of animated in a way. All right. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of a good idea. So all I need to do is go something like turn the text off. And then I think I just copy paste everything. Paste. And just and then we just kind of draw everything out. Oh yeah, this won't be that bad at all. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to move this to panel 6. So that's a lot more organized. This will be tricky, but we can reconstruct this easily. This ain't gonna be that bad. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to close panel 5 completely so that I don't get confused. Let's see, we need to go... Oh, I can turn the stuff back on. Yeah, that. So just turn that off. Now we go... something... Let's start with Brina because she has the least amount to reconstruct. Let's see. We need to get her hair situated first. Holy crap. Yep, that'll work. Yep, just like that. Okay, now Layla is the more tedious one, but I think we'll still be okay. Okay, so what I need to do first for Brina, let's actually get the frame out of the way first because I need to have access. Could have probably just turned that off, but hey, it's alright. It's alright, guys. It's alright. Okay, back to Brina. Let's see. Let's get her head situated first. So... something like that. Find her hair. Interesting. If anyone new is joining in, I apologize, but for some reason YouTube does not like me to see your guys' comments. So, not really much I can do about that. They should be showing up, but yeah, I apologize. Regardless, I hope you're enjoying. What's that? Okay. We'll get to the facial features and all that in just a minute. All right, let's get Layla situated. So close Brina, open Layla. That's hair. Okay, that's the neck, I believe. Yeah, I believe that is the neck. It's hard to tell. Okay, let's do the hair first. Nothing too difficult. Okay, these. Something like that, yep. Okay, let's get our horn in place. All right. So I think I know what I'm going to do for this. It's not too bad. It's just not right. Oh yeah, definitely not right. Ow. Looks too much like her head's imploded. And I think that's because we're not at the center point. That might work. Okay, not as straight as I got it. Okay. Wow, that actually wasn't too bad. Okay, now I just got to give them different expressions. So we're going to turn the mouth off. Reconnect the face. Okay. Let's see if we can just... No, it's more like she's like trying to hold in a laugh or something. Something along those lines is what I'm looking for. I mean, that should work. Okay, now we just gotta adjust the eye a little bit. So instead of this kind of a pupil, we're going more for something like that. Yep, Exactly what I want. Exactly what I want. Well, okay, just close Layla, go back to Brina. Okay, turn mouth off. Let's reconnect the face. Please. Something like that. Actually, what I could just do is just copy paste it. In fact, that's what I'm going to do just to make it easier on me. That way I don't have to erase. Copy, paste. Okay, we don't want her looking like she's holding in a laugh or anything. Okay, that looks fine. Alright, now we just adjust Brina's eyeball. Very, very carefully. Whoop, I said very, very carefully. And then, right. That'll definitely do her. Okay. Hey, there we go. Alright, so now all I need to do is put in... Okay. So let's see. I guess what I could do is something that would technically be a panel. Oh. Well, that's alright. That's okay. Oh no, I did right. Okay. Did I fuck that up? Oh my god. Why do I always do that? Panel 7. Come on. And then like right here in the middle, let's see. Oh, this is going to require some symmetry. Something I'm terrible at. That's not too bad. Oh. Let's see. So we want, I guess, a mouth visual. Excuse me. Do sirens have fangs? I don't think they do. They have claws. They're more like a claw kind of creature. Claws. Let's see. I don't think sirens have, like, fangs. I don't believe so. Do sirens... Not sorens. Sirens have fangs. Not fangs. Yes, fangs. Yes, many modern interpretations of sirens have fangs of 10. And look up some images. Okay, apparently they do. They have very sharp teeth. Whoop, shit. Something along those lines. That's pretty even, I would say. Okay, then the tongue. And the rest is just black. Does hair obscure her mouth? No. Thing is, she's not speaking through her mouth. She's speaking through her mind. She's telepathically speaking. So, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Go back to panel 6. Let's see. Here. And we're just gonna, okay, thought line. So the one we added, it's gonna be italicized. Thanks. I think they're cool too. Okay, then we have like a dot. Shit, she heard us or something like that. Then maybe a gulp on this side or something, like a gulp sound effect. Oh, I know one more thing I can add to them to kind of give that also like stressful level. So let's do that underneath. Sweat beads. Okay. Now we can come back here. Okay. Thanks, I think they're cool too. Shit, she heard us. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that down. Just going to have to very carefully get all these. Something like that. Sound hear everything, you two talk loud enough for the whole ocean to hear. Okay. Back to panel 6. Let's see, 87. This would be 88. I see that little oopsie poopsie. So I'm just going to connect that like that. And this would be 89. Oh wait, wrong place. I need to actually close this. Just make sure I didn't forget anything. 89. Okay, let's take a look. And that very chapter began after my first day at Red Hill Academy, on the bus of all places. Hey, Rena, take a look at this. What's up? Jesus. Whoa, what kind of monster is she? I've never seen one like her. That's a siren. Usually don't see them on the bus. Usually don't see them on this bus, so she must be new like you. I've never seen one before. Usually they're underwater, so it's rare to even catch sight of one in such a casual manner. Her ears are so cool. I know, right? Thanks. I think they're cool too. She heard us. Sirens hear everything. You two talk loud enough for the whole ocean to hear. I like that. That's actually kind of funny. They're like, pretty much. I like that. That's actually really funny. Now what? I think this page is pretty much done. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. I like that a lot. I'm just deciding what comes next. Just deciding what to do, guys. This page is pretty much done. I just need to figure out what the hell's next on my list. Also checking to see that there's like nothing wrong or anything like that. Oh, okay. Let's save this. Okay. I think that it's like immediately they just go to apologize and like, we didn't mean any offense, Miss Siren, you know, like that. Now, how do I draw that out? Alright. Well, I know one thing that I do need. I need this. Going into the next page. So, let's grab the entire thing. What the fuck? Okay, copy, paste. Actually, no, I don't need to paste it. Copy. That's all I needed. Okay, we're on 89. God, we're almost at 100 panels already. That's don't crash, 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 don't crash. Okay, it is properly named. Good. Alright. And paste. Alright, take a little break just to kind of figure things out. Please. Pen! Thank you. Excuse me. I am definitely going to have to put that on my drive. Because I'm going to have to be able to figure out certain details of how to draw her. Just don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, where is it? Rydell Academy. There it is. Okay, I'm all caught up, right? I believe I am. Yes, I am. Just give me a second, guys. Nah, there goes the stream. Nope. Oh my god, we're actually behaving somewhat today. Okay, now I have a good reference. Okay. We're still good, right? Yes. Okay. So that only took 2 hours. That's not that bad. Okay, so we just completed a page, so now we need to go on to the next one. So I'm just trying to decide what's the best course of action on how to draw this out. Which I think I know what I want to do. I've just got to figure out how to picture it. And honestly, I think it's just going to probably be like a close-up of like the mouth and like the eye. Kind of like something like that. So... okay. Ow. Fucking hurt. Let's see. So let's properly name this. Okay, apparently I can't do an R right now. Okay, this is page 14. Okay, so I think I know what I want to do. But I will need to get a good visual. I know one additional detail that I could have added to the last. Should I just go do that? Yeah, I'm just gonna go do that. Please, no fucking adverts. Okay, so for that, I need to go to panel 6 and go like, why is she in my head? That way it's a lot more. Why is she in my head? Yeah, I like that more. Save that, upload to drive later. Okay. All right. All right, let's just try something. Okay, so this is the outer frame, right? Yes. Outerwear dipstick frame. Add panel. Okay, these first few ones are gonna fly by because all we're doing is just like drawing close-ups. I think I kind of want to do like an animated kind of thing. Oh, no. Hang on, guys. Okay. Just making sure of something. Like maybe do a double. Okay. So like eye open or eye close, eye open kind of thing. could be the first thing. Now I just need to take a look at her eyes. Oh boy, those are gonna be fun. They're just curved. Okay. Now I've just got to flip it upside down. I think the only way to do that is like something like this. Definitely bigger than that. Yep, something like that. Now I've just got to get the actual eyelashes, which are a little unique. Nope. Something like that. And there's like a bowl on top. They're way bigger than that, but yeah, it doesn't really have to be perfect, it just has to be something to give that implication. We'll just make them thicker and see what happens. Yeah, they need to be way bigger than that. Okay. Let's see if this might work. Really? Much better. Much better. That's the proper size. Sorry guys, don't mean to blow directly into the mic, but it's like right below me, so. Okay. Something like that. For the whole ocean to hear. Something like that. Okay, study, I guess. Copy, paste. Ah, I see. Okay, so technically this would be panel number 2. Okay, so there's 90. What am I doing? Okay, panel 1's done. Rename folder. Panel 2. Put that on that. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to flip this. Wait a minute. Can I just do this thing? Yes, I can. Pretty straightforward eyes. Straighten this out just a little bit. Something like that. Okay, how's your eyes look? Okay, let's give her some irises. Go back to the eye for just a second. It'll work. Okay, back to whatever I was doing. It wasn't that one. Okay. Something like that. Hold on. No, it's more like this, isn't it? What is this? Okay, nothing, apparently. Oh my god. Something like that, something like this. Oh. Oh. Let's see. That's gonna have to be way slower than that. Okay. But I want to also make a copy of this, copy, paste, put that up here as well. In that case, that needs to go on panel 1. There it is. Okay, panel 1, panel 2, done. Then off to the side. Okay. Shit, guys. Shit. Maybe try like a chibi kind of silly thing going on. Let's see. Oops. Nope. Okay, there's the seat. Where have I seen this face before? I've seen it in quite a few like shows and stuff. But the thing I'm thinking of, Nope, I've got a better idea. I've got a better idea. Excuse me. Like just mini heads. Kind of like what we did already. Okay, maybe if I can draw. Oh, for the love of... That's workable. There, much better representation. Or visual, is what I should say. Okay, cleaner. Head is way too large, but what devs? But I do think I can work with this as a head. Oh, definitely way too big, but that's okay. Put a guide in there. While I'm at it. Something like that, yep. Just trying to figure out what the best course of action is, guys. Like, what happens if I flip it? Ugh. Fuck it, let's just try it. That's our guide, right? Yep. Like one of those silly anime faces is what I'm trying to interpret here. About right there, I'd say. Yeah, the head's way too large. So let's just try and reshape the head just a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit more closer to like the actual shaping that I want. Not exactly, but we're getting there. Okay. Let's try this as the eyes. Nope. Oh my god. Okay, research. Was that so hard? Okay, mouth. Okay, that's a mouth, I guess. Ear next. Come on. Oh, sorry, guys. Alright, let's see. We need ear, and then I need to put this on another folder. So this would be Brina. Come on. Turn the guide off for now. Okay, now the opposite side. Okay, now find the center point. Just figure out where the center point of the head actually is. About right here. Yeah, I'd say about right there. Maybe a little lower than that actually, about right here. Oh, Lord. Oh, I know what's going on. Whoops. I said eraser. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's not laying up in the center. Yeah, something closer to that. Not sure what that is. Okay, that's part of the head for sure. Ear. Okay. It's pretty decent for a head, I would say. Okay, then just get rid of that. Just gotta get rid of the overlappings. Now the same exact concept, just with Layla. Why did I copy paste that? Fuck. It's alright. It's fine. Okay. See, like I said, sometimes it just goes perfect, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just wants to fight. Okay, that's not right. There we go. Same exact concept. Let me actually do this while I'm ahead of myself. Yep, that'll work. Okay, that's the eyes. Nose. Ear. just the head. Okay. That's the ear. Forehead line. I'm gonna try and get that a little more curly because it really has curly hair. Okay, other side now. Way further down, further down than that. Okay, let's find the center point of the head. That right here. Let's go from this side first. Okay, turn off the guide. Turn off that. Delete that. Delete that. Oh, oh. There we go. Okay. Here. Hmm? Okay. Now the last part of her hair, which is her thingies, her horns, or whatever they're called, antlers. Okay. That's okay for a chibi kind of thing going on. Okay. Really? Move, Discord. Yep, like that. What? No, I want to be that one. The fuck? That's not it. It's the head. Now that's gotta be this. There we go. Right, Layla has a head now. Let's see. Okay. Now I just need to get Brina and Layla. That's Layla. Oh. I want their mouths open. Okay, so who am I on? Currently, I am on Layla. Okay. Now I just need text. Bitch, stop. We're 93, right? No, 92. My bad. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it for now. That was a lot of work. We got one page complete, and we got some started on page 14. If I work on this, I'm probably just gonna work on it by myself today because, yeah, I just want to kind of take a break, relax. That's a good amount of work though. I would say that was a pretty good amount of work. We did basically one, two, three, five, six, 7 panels worth of work. Yeah, I think we did pretty well. I would say we did pretty damn well. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all for joining me. Hopefully you learned something. Wow, YouTube didn't crash once for once. And yeah, I'll probably get back to this probably later today, but not live. But maybe I don't know. It all depends on my schedule. Maybe I'll work more on it tomorrow, live. Well, we'll see. I guess. Anywho,